Good afternoon, my crafty friends. This is Debbie with Deer and Market, and this is Use Your Scraps Part 2. Well, it's Bookmarks Part 2. So, okay, I got them laminated, which I had to buy a new laminator not very long ago, and it didn't seem to do a very good job. I'm not sure if the paper's too thick. I don't know what it is. But anyway, I got the corners rounded. Well, except this one. Apparently I missed. That was a little tough too. I don't think these paper cutters like this laminate material. Let's see if we can get it. Like some of it hangs on and then I have to go in and cut it anyway. But then this way, because that laminate is pretty sharp, so you want to round those corners. Yeah, no, it's not even happening. So we just have to take the scissors. Yeah, these bookmarks. Then I struggled with the eyelets here. The last one finally came out right. I didn't want to turn on the camera yet because I actually went and hammered some of them, so that would have been very, very loud for you guys. Didn't want to do that. Oh yeah, okay, now all the corners are rounded. And then I was trying to play around with this. Now I think this is kind of awkward and cumbersome. And this is just an old piece of jewelry here. So then I went to and got some of this embroidery thread, which I thought would probably be a little bit better in a book. Let's see. Just grab this book here. Because I'm thinking that the one with all the metal on it, I'm not sure if that's gonna be in. Yeah, I think this one will just like hang better either in front or the back, where this one might get kind of tangled up. So yeah, that was just trial and error there just to see what worked better. I kind of like all the metal, but that did not work out. So anyway, you guys, but you did see me do the collaging, and like I said, I just cut these apart. These are the paper part is like 2 inches. The whole thing's about 2.5 inches. And then the length is 8.5 inches. Well, actually, it's probably closer to 9 now. Okay, it's 8 3/4, just because of the laminate. So I thought that was a good length because you want it to stick above your book. So this one we're going to take off. Like I said, I just think this is kind of cumbersome. And I mean, you could probably use ribbon. I just went and grabbed the embroidery floss. So I have some, other colors over here. So we'll go ahead and do that. I'm just going to make them all different colors. Let's see. We'll grab the orange. Oh, how much did I grab? I don't even remember how much I grabbed. Let's see, about that much. And I'll just measure that. That should be plenty. I'll just measure that the other pieces. This was, I don't even know where this came from. It just had a bunch of colors in it. Oh, I know what it was. Some beading kit I got at the thrift store. Very inexpensive. It had some beads and then some floss. I guess beads on here would be good too. I just pulled out charms though. Okay, we have 5, which I think is a good amount for, just a mini mask make, we're going to call it. Okay, I want the pink. There we go. I know sometimes if you pull it like that, it gets tangled. And the blue, let's see, is that 5? I believe that's 5. There's no blue in there, but we're just going to go with it. Yeah, this little simple project I really thought wasn't going to be that big of a deal. And I started running into all kinds of problems, but just have to Gonna go with it and see what works. Go, and hopefully I don't tangle the rest of that floss too much. I will use it on something. And this is all I did to get these. These would be just a nice little thank you gift to somebody. Just thinking of you, especially for an avid reader. And you can give them more than one. And all the different charms and things like that, you could make sure that it's relatable to them. This is just the what's it called? Pentagram with moons. And here's a horse and a hat and a boot. These are some gears. Like I said, you could even do, here's a cactus. Oh, I did laminate some of these dried flowers too, which I could do that. Could put on there also. And then I punched a little hole in there. Yeah, actually the flowers went through really well on the laminate, so I'm thinking the paper is just too thick for it. I mean, it just may not have the right. That laminate too was a replacement for the really nice laminate I messed up. So, but then I was being cheap. I bought a very inexpensive laminator because I don't use it that often, but then, yeah. So, these tweezers kind of help to poke through the holes. And you can just, you can make these as long or as short as you want. I struggle sometimes, you guys, with tying and things. Just, my left hand has arthritis in it really bad. So, it's a little bit swollen through here. Yeah, see, I think that's kind of cute. Now you can decide if you want to, trim that off or let it hang. Just trim it just a little bit. Actually, probably just a little bit of glue on there too, so it doesn't fray too much. This one, I think I'm just going to put a couple flowers. Let's see, we'll put a yellow, a white, and a pink. That's what I'm trying to say. So this is the small, no, that's not the small hole punch. Here's the small hole punch. And just, whatever the person likes, or you can make them all flowers. Okay, there we go. Maybe we should make this one just a little bit shorter. Not too short, because you want it to go, to hang outside of the book. I mean, you can really personalize these with the charms or beads or buttons even. Maybe they have dog buttons and beads, or they have all kinds of things. Like the Disney characters, if somebody likes those. And then you could do holiday, however you want to do that. So there we go. Okay, there's one completed. We'll go and do the yellow one. I did put knots in the end of these, but let's see. Hopefully, those holes are big enough. And the backs are nice on this one too. Even these aren't too bad. Just the back side of the flower, since those are actually real flowers. Just get a good knot in there. That should be fine. Like I said, I wanted to kind of do the jump ring and the bowl clip and all that, but it just was not working out. So maybe you guys have an idea for maybe how something else would hang a little bit better. I don't know. Like I said, I was trying to do this off camera just so it wasn't so, time consuming, because it really would have been. Go. Yeah, I tried to do a double knot. It doesn't always work out. Okay, there we go. These actually have, I did put knots in these, but I think I'm going to put a little drop of glue on the ends of them, kind of just keep them the same. There we go. 2. And let's see. Let's grab a pink. I know everything too. All these things have names. Like this kind of knot, I think is a slip knot, but I'm not sure. Tweezers works much better. Yeah, before I got the arthritis too, I was always just used to, doing things with my fingers, and then I found that the tweezers and other tools just work so much better to, kind of help you out. Just frustrating, but I'll make it work. Yeah, I think my knots need some glue on them. Just a dab of glue on them just so they don't go anywhere. Okay, I kind of like this fancy gear here. That looks like there's something stuck in there. Okay. And you can add more on too. I mean, that's entirely up to you if you want to add more. But I think just this, I think it'll just make it just right as far as you don't want it, too heavy. Okay, let's see here. We'll go this way, grab the tail, go this way. There we go. Yeah, because this embroidery floss could really unravel. There's some gears. Let's see here. I got red. Yeah, guys, let me know if this is something you would try. Like I said, if you get a good, couple coats of the decoupage on there, let it dry thoroughly. I think I'm gonna try the sewing machine next time. I was just afraid. I just thought the laminate. I thought, oh, the laminate will really give it, protection. You don't have to worry about if you spill your tea or your coffee or on it. You don't have to worry about it being ruined. Let's see here. Yep, maybe. Oh, it went through. And this is for the Western, I guess, themed. A cowboy hat, maybe cowboy boot. These are just charms that I picked up at off of Amazon. I was doing specific, journals. I have a niece and then my sister. They're both like I did journals for both of them. Oh, and then I did for her stepdaughters too. So that's what those are from. And then the gears I actually used for a Halloween costume. I did, what's that called? Not punk rock, but something like that. I can't even think of that now, what that costume was. But anyway, and then what were the other ones? I have some spring ones somewhere. I just wasn't able to find the pentagrams and stuff like that. I just like these. So, oh yeah, here I was going to do this one. This one is only by itself. Now I'm going to take this off. Probably should take this big jump ring off. Oh, it'd be good if I had another shell. I have a cactus. That doesn't really go though. I don't know. Okay, wait, where's the other color of thread? It should be an orange. Should I drop it? Oh, probably. Let's see, is this it? Oh, this is it. It just got mixed up with the other piece that I was just put aside. Okay. I probably have more like shells somewhere. So you know what? I think I'll go ahead and just leave this one because I know I have more broken jewelry, missing jewelry. Okay, the bad thing is that's not very big. So how about we just do the horse and the cactus over here? Kind of changed my mind on that one. Let's see if we can get this one in. Now I got that other one in there. I should be able to get this in. Yeah, this can be a little bit fiddly, like I said, especially if your hands are achy. Let's get that out of the way. Hey, you guys, it had to be 2 parts because of the dry time for that decoupage. I mean, I even dried it, and it still was a little bit damp. I'm wondering maybe if it was a little bit damp when I did it. Maybe I needed more drying time. I'm gonna have to play around with that and see if maybe it was just if it's the thickness or if it was too damp. But I know those pressed flowers over there came out a lot better. Maybe you guys know. I don't know. I don't use it enough to know, and I messed that other one up. I mean, I put something in there and it would not come out. It was stuck. I just went, oh my. So I just went, well, live and learn. Don't do that if it's too bulky. They make these little machines for the individual for household use, and I think it's, you know, some big old commercial thing. Why are we not going in? Come on, work with me here. There we go. No, they're not super fancy. They're simple though, but I think bookmarks do need to be on the simpler side. You just don't want it to interfere with the book. Okay, there we go. Got that tail up. Like a mini mask make. We have 5 bookmarks, all charms. And sorry guys, I know this is very reflective. Oh yeah, there we go. Maybe tell me which one's your favorite, or maybe you would add something a little bit different. But what's nice too is you could change these. You can clip those off really easy and change them out. Okay, you guys, thanks so much for watching. And till next time, happy crafting, happy reading. Bye-bye.